Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. My name is Problematic, and today we are coming at you with a new visual novel. And if you haven't noticed the live notification already, well then, listen up. We got something a little bit familiar, but a little bit new. We're going to be starting out in the name of the romantic season, Raptor Boyfriend. A high school romance, another reptile. Now, I have no insight to the game itself. This is another completely new visual novel for me, one that I have no history or, familiarity with. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. And if the volume is a little high, just let me know. I could turn that down. I've already turned it down a little bit from the regular settings, so, I'll just be reading on through. Let's get started. Stella, it's been a while since our last appointment, hasn't it, Doc? Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot's changed. I know it's kind of a cliche, but my life didn't really start until last year. Just a moment. One. That. We're just gonna turn that down a bit. Ladle. This magical small town in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. I dreamed of moving here for so long. Ever since I was a kid. I'd come to visit Grandma and go to the local camp. It was like a fantastical adventure every summer. I have to. There's got to be a way. That's got to go off, right? This is that's got to be quieter or something. I hope. Going back home to the lousy city felt like someone shaking me away from an amazing dream. Oh, that's so much better. But this time it was different. This time Ladle was going to be my home. I just wish the reason we moved here wasn't because Grandma had passed on. We used to be so close. But then, right before high school, me and Dad stopped coming to Ladle because Dad and Grandma had a bad fight. We moved too far away. Dad and Grandma had a bad fight. Oh, I get to choose. We get to choose what we share. Alright. Last time we were here, Dad and Grandma had this huge fight. It was something to do with Dad's work. I just remember being surprised that Grandma could yell that loud. She was so tiny. After that, she only called during my birthday and holidays. And her and Dad barely talked. I think Dad felt really bad about not seeing her again. It took a while for it to sink in for me. In movies, when people die, it's always so dramatic and meaningful. But other than the funeral and sadness, a lot of what you have to deal with really is a lot of paperwork. We came up here because despite all that had happened, Grandma left Dad everything. That included her house. So we moved in. I know. Talk about bittersweet, right? Back then, when we first moved in, I didn't know how to feel. Dad told me that Grandma would have wanted me to enjoy my senior year, and so that's what I set out to do. I had a lot going for me. Dad let me have Grandma's old truck. I was going to a new school where I could make a good first impression, and I was in Ladle. Now, I know that I haven't been great at meeting new people. I usually like to keep to myself. It was like totally by choice, though. Oh, so this is the doc. Come on, Doc. Don't look at me like that. Fine. It wasn't by choice. I was a dweeb. A big fat dweebus with an L practically tattooed on my forehead. Is that what you want to hear? You're right. That wasn't fair. It's just... I'm still a bit sore about it. I guess I just had trouble making friends because... my best friend ditched me. We were so close, all the way up until 6th grade, and then... I don't know. She got cool all of a sudden or something. She stopped hanging out with me, and then it was like no one wanted to hang out with me. So, yeah, Doc, I hadn't really had the best luck before, but on that day, September 15th, 1997, what year are we in right now? The planets must have aligned in some way that changed everything. Let me tell you about my first day at Ladle High. Getting into the story. Oh, she was a brunette. Alright, we're getting into it now. I was on my way to Ladle High, trying desperately not to freak out about the horrifying prospect of starting a new high school during senior year. It's going to be fine. Ladle's different from most places. What's the worst that can happen? I get shamed, kicked out of school, and regret my actions for the rest of my life. Oh, this is Bella. This is Bella Swan. This is Bella, pretty much. My comforting words weren't enough to calm me down, weirdly. I need a game plan. And a goal. Yes, that's it. I knew I was already under a lot of pressure. So I made a goal that felt very reasonable. I'm gonna be the coolest girl in school. On the first day, everyone will be like, you, Stella Starosta, are the coolest girl in Ladle High. It seemed pretty doable. Game plan time. All I have to do is... I only just gotta... Here's how I'm gonna do it. Thank you, Stracha. Thank you for lurking. Hope you're feeling a little bit better after, your fever, your cold, your cough, your sickness. Get well. Take care. And thanks for still lurking. I'll make myself into a rock star sex symbol, the class clown. Well, I don't feel like this is gonna work out, so I'll make myself into a sex symbol. I'll exude confidence in my body and say things like, hey, stud. I'll be wicked good at flirting and talk about sexual things. I might draw the ire of prudes, but whose face will be iconic through the decades? Mine, not theirs. With a solid plan in place, I started getting closer to school. Then it hit me. What if I run into Taylor? I didn't know how to feel about that. Who's Taylor? Taylor was my camp friend. I hadn't seen him since I was 13. We used to write to each other in between summers. I remember being so excited every time I got one of his letters. It was like I was just a little bit closer to being in Ladle. Then, the year I stopped going to camp, I also stopped writing. I don't know why. Maybe it was because... Mm, mm, mm. Let's say stop going to camp. I think that's the more reasonable answer. Maybe it was because I felt bad about not going to camp anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just didn't want him to be upset. And I guess I was just afraid that if I wrote him, he'd write back with something that just made me sad. Maybe I wanted to be able to remember our friendship just being nice. I knew I had to focus, though. Whether I ran into Taylor or not, first things first. I needed to become a sex symbol. Oh, this might have been a mistake choice. Episode 1. Welcome to Ladle. New school, everybody. Let's go. After going to the office to get registered, I went to go find my locker. I was supposed to meet a class representative who was going to show me around Ladle High. They said they would meet me by my locker. I guess this is it. It had something leaking out of it. Yup, that's the locker I would get. Well, might as well put my stuff in there. Oh, God. This locker smells like death. The smell was so potent that it made my eyes water. Ugh, I can feel it. It's so dense, like a stench blanket. I had to find the source before I fainted. That gym sock seems to be the center of the stink zone. Ew, so gross. The smell of the gross gym sock was creeping into the hallway. People were starting to notice. I'm like gonna throw up. Where is that coming from? This is so embarrassing. I don't want to be known as a smelly girl at school. I had to do something. This was my chance to establish myself as a sex symbol. Oh god. Oh dear. Is that little old me? I mean, no, it's not. I only use the finest of perfumes and oils and lotions and stuff. I rubbed them on my body. I was losing them. Watch out. Oh, so here's our boy. Here's our boy of the show. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a velociraptor. On its skateboard? Whoa. That dinosaur boy looked so cool. The way his feather crest flowed as he cut through the air, his powerful dinosaur legs and sharp claws, such balance and grace. But what did he want with me? Robert, okay. Alright everyone, this has been a play? Yes, a play, a piece of theater for you to enjoy. It's called Ode to Stink. And I'd like to thank my co-star, the new girl. You're welcome. Give it up for the new girl. The crowd slowly moved on, and then it was just me standing face to face with a raptor. Okay, I think we pulled that off. We seem more shocked about this part. You're a... Yeah? You're a dinosaur. You know it. How's that possible? What can I say? I do the impossible. Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Yes, I am a skateboarding velociraptor. No, I'm not here to eat you. I'm actually pretty partial to pizza, spaghetti, and small amphibians. Not some pretty new girl at school. Oh, he laid it on now. Oh, nice cover back there. So, what is that smell anyway? There we go. Some total jerk left their grody sock in my locker. Total jerk? I don't know if it was someone's idea of a joke or if they were just really gross. Maybe, like, theoretically, the joke is actually pretty funny if you think about it for a little while. What? Okay, look, I put the stinky sock in your locker. I did it as a prank. Oh, you bastard. I thought it would break the ice, make you feel at home here. I worked super hard on it. What the Alright, hold on. Hold on. We'll play along. He saved our ass. Let's cut him some slack. Oh. Wait. I get it now. A stinky sock in my locker. And I didn't know it was there. You don't have to do this. I know the prank sucked. Oh god, we're failing. We're losing him. No. It was good. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better. This is a pretty bad way to start your first day here at Ladle, huh? Yeah, it's not really going how I planned it. You deserve a better prank than this. Anyways, my name is Robert Raptorson. Who are you? I thought this should be easy. Just tell him your name. Let's just be cool and just name. Nothing fancy. I thought, go for it and be natural. I'm Strella. Yep. I mean, it was my first real conversation with a cute boy, and I was already messing it up. Hopeless. Strella. Cool. No, sorry. It's, never mind. I was supposed to meet the class representative to show me around the school. I guess they forgot. Nope. That's me. Class representative. Really? Sure. Who better to show you around than me? I am very representative of what this school has to offer. Right. And my family has lived in Ladle for generations. You might have heard of us. The Raptorsons. I actually vaguely remembered hearing about the Raptorsons when I came to Ladle. I recognize that name. I just didn't think we were actually raptors. Yeah. I get it. Even with all the bizarre shit in Ladle, we tend to stand out. Does it bother you to stand out? Are there others? What kind of world are we living in here? Are there other dinosaurs like you? There's no dino like me. That's for sure. But if you mean talking dinosaurs who are just chilling, then yeah. Not in Ladle, though. Wow. Anyways, I'm supposed to show you the gym, the library, and the soccer field. But the gym has a black mold problem, the library is a library, and the soccer field is just a muddy hole since our groundskeeper disappeared. Disappeared? Some people believe he was a victim of the Ladle Ripper. Who? Oh, just a serial murderer that lives in the woods and butchers people with an axe. Most people think he's just a legend made up by the superstitious townfolk. But I think he's real. Let's let that simmer on the back burner. For now, let me show you how the true pride and joy of Ladle High. Oh, I like Robert. I like him already. I was ready for a big tour of the school, but Robert just took me down the hall. So, what do you think? It's a nice display case. No, not the display case. What's inside it? These are the greatest achievements of Ladle High. Notice anything about them? Wait a second. One of them is an important item that I need to collect and combine with something else to solve a puzzle? What? No. This isn't about finding some hidden clue. It's about admiring my achievements. Check out all those snowboarding championships. Notice anything about them? That's right. I won them all. You skateboard and snowboard? I'm a bit of a board savant. Well, I don't really compete anymore. How about you? You ever win any trophies or medals? Nah, I never really competed to begin with. The only thing I was ever any good at was history class. And they don't really hand out trophies for being a fangirl. We're trying to be humorous here. Don't really hand out medals for knowing a lot about the inventor of modern toilets. That sucks. Yeah, it's a bummer. Get it? Never mind. Hey, what are you doing after school? To really complete your tour, I have to show you the lake. The lake? Yeah, you gotta see the lake if you want to know the real ladle. Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm not actually new to ladle. Don't accept my invitation so lightly. The lake is a challenge, a test. Of what? Nothing. Just your worthiness. Okay, you look worried. It's actually gonna be pretty chill. Oh, okay. But also, be prepared and stuff. Oh, okay. And if you run into anybody cool, bring them along. I'm trying to get as many people to come as I can. Totally. Anyways, here's my number. I hope to see you there. Because I want to know. If you are worthy. Tell you later, Smella. Sorry. It's Strella, right? Actually, it's Stella. Oh, right. Okay, cool. This is your man? You stand by your man? I stand by my man. You stand by this man. That's your man. This is gonna be your man. There we go. That was how I met Robert. I was still thrown off by him giving me his number. That had never happened before. Then he asked me to hang out after school. I didn't know if it was a date, another prank, or just a friendly invitation. I didn't even know where the lake was. There are lakes all over Ladle. Which lake was the lake? I thought that after that, the rest of the school day would be pretty uneventful. But the weirdness was not even over yet. After failing to convince the fashion club that fanny packs are sexy, I headed back to my locker. Oh god, she is wearing a fanny pack. I didn't notice that before. Dude, no. I think I've pretty much contained the stink. I will just have to keep this locker closed, pretty much for all time. Where were you this morning? Well, I was a little late. Oh, so girl. And what about last night? I was unpacking. Come on. Okay, that's not true. I said I wouldn't unpack, but I ended up walking around behind my grandma's house. We were supposed to hang out. What? This is how it always is, isn't it? You come and go whenever you want. Uh, if you want something from me, then you are around. But if I want something from you, you just vanish like you always do. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Sometimes you're right there being all nice, and it's like you and I, we are a real thing. And other times, it's like you don't even exist. Yep, she's gone again. Um, Excuse me? I just realized she has antennas. I thought the wings were a fucking part of her outfit or something. Oh my god. Whoa. Sorry. I didn't see you there. Whoa. Who is this? I'm not swayed yet. Who was this girl? She was so cool and absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Oh, Stella, are you? You did not see hearts when Robert came by. Were those wings? And antennae? Was she some sort of magic fairy? No one's saying anything. Are you okay? What? Huh? You said, excuse me? And then, wow. Then you just stood there staring at me for, like, at least 2 minutes. I was just wondering if you were talking to me? Oh, shit. You heard that? Yeah. I was. Sorry. I was fighting with Ingrid. Um. Is Ingrid, like, invisible? Sometimes. Only when it's really convenient. But I don't think she's here right now. Okay. Wait, you must be the new girl. Yeah, kinda. Wow, I'm making a great first impression then. Like, hey, how about I yell in the halls at an invisible person for a while? My name is Day. I guess you probably noticed by now that I'm a. Well, I'm a. A beautiful. Huh? I mean, sorry. What were you saying? I'm a fairy. This must be a lot for you to take in. It has been kind of, uh, an intense day. You're actually one of the few people who's, like, stopped to talk to me. Damn. I've never had to change schools before, and I'm still a loser. Oh, I didn't mean that you're a loser. I just. Wait, you can't be a loser. You're cool. You're the only one who seems to think so. I guess that's what happens when you spend all your time studying instead of, I don't know, talking to people. And it probably didn't help that my mom was a teacher at my elementary school, or that I wore a superhero cape until I was 8. I mean, um, hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I used to think I literally had 2 left feet. So I would only wear shoes on the left foot. Turns out that's just a saying. Hey, I didn't get your name. Oh, it's Stella. I nailed it that time. I couldn't believe it either, because at the time I was so distracted by her wings. Okay, Stella, I, knows you're a bit distracted by my wings. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Look, if it helps you, you can ask me some questions. Really? Yeah, for sure. Um, Yeah, I think this is a pretty natural question. Can you fly? I'm sorry. Did I say something? No, no, it's just sorta. I guess sorta is the answer. Oh, how do you sorta fly? I can't get very high or go very far unless. Unless what? I have to, like, believe in myself or something. Or someone has to believe in me. Or both at the same time. It's like super dorky. Sorry, all this cryptid stuff is just kind of normal to me. I've lived here all my life. I used to go to camp here, but living here is like different. Yeah, you'll probably see some more locals, if you know what I mean. Like me and Ingrid. Oh, right. Yeah, I've already met a skateboarding dinosaur. Ah, Robert. Yeah, he actually. I remembered Robert telling me to bring any cool people I run into, and, well, I thought Day was cool, so that was good enough for me. He asked me to come to the lake. He did? Yeah, and he said to bring along anyone cool that I run into, so. So. Do you want to come with me? Me? Go to the lake? You don't have to if you don't. No, no, it's just. Did he say anything about it? He just said something about. Something about being tested or something. That's so ominous sounding. I know, right? I don't know. I've never gone there before. I mean, I've gone there, but I've never hung out there. It's a school night, and I've never gone there. And is it gonna be like a party? I don't know. It could be like 5 people, or it could be a total rager. 5 people is still a party, right? No, that's more like a get together or a chill sesh. Chill sesh? We shouldn't go. Maybe. No, actually, we should go. It'll be good for us. Because you're the new girl and I'm a total brain. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, though. What? No, no, you're right. Let's go. Okay. We just gotta get hyped. Let's do this thing. We're going to the lake. Yeah, we are. The thing is, though, I don't know where it is, really. Oh, right. Could you, tell me? Or, like, draw a map? Hey, why don't I show you? You have a car? Yes? Wait, no. So which is it? It's more like a truck. Great, so you can give me a ride. Totally. Awesome. Okay, here's my number. If you're nervous about the lake, give me a call. Or, if you just want to talk about anything or whatever. So, you just legitimately want to talk to me? Yeah? This was the second person to just give me their number like it was no big deal or something. Pick me up around 7? Okay. Awesome. One sec, though. Hey, guess what? Me and. What's your name again? Stella. Me and Stella are going to the lake together. Did you hear that? I know you are still around here somewhere. I guess she is gone. So, whoever Day is with or talking to, apparently, they do not have the funnest relationship, it sounds. I'd never been invited to anything before in my life. Not only Had a hot dinosaur invite me. He's hot? We're just there. We're just there for Robert already. Invited me to the lake. But I was giving a hot fae a ride there too. I was standing there by my locker looking at the 2 scraps of phone numbers in disbelief. I didn't know whether to be excited or terrified. Then someone came along to clear that up for me. We're just getting all the characters out of the way now. All of them, chapter 1. Wow. Why are you just standing around with that ridiculous grin on your face? Huh? You're a ghost? That's friggin' right, I'm a ghost. Does that scare you? Yeah, let's be funny. I think I have a good one about a ghost and a dog. If you know what's best for you, you better not crack a single ghost joke around me. Okay. I understand if you can't handle it. It's pretty friggin' intense. Trapped between this world and the next. Doomed to wander in everlasting torment and stuff. I'm like a tragic spirit. And sometimes, a vengeful one. I had to lean in real close to gulp. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It's like way more than some people can handle, okay? I don't even know how I died. Were you murdered by the Ladle Ripper? Yeah. I mean, maybe. However I died, it was probably really violent and tragic. Really friggin' tragic, okay? Okay. And Day's the only one smart enough to figure it out because it's such a friggin' mystery. I'm not mad that she's going to the lake with you. Because when you're a spectral entity trapped in between death and the mortal coil, then jealousy and stuff is kind of beneath you. I'm just telling you to watch out, okay? Sure? Just be careful. Because, as a ghost, I can do all sorts of stuff. Walk through walls and be invisible. And that's not even half of it. Okay, so Ingrid is kind of a bitch. Alright, so she's the boss-ass bitch here. Sometimes I get all poltergeist on stuff. Throwing freaking furniture and smashing mirrors and, knives. And I'll even set your clocks 5 minutes late. Or early. Don't even blame me if that happens because I can't even control it. And that's not a threat or anything. Straccia, oh my god, this girl very much just sounds like your aspiring everything from high school. I don't yeah, this feels like a character you'd like. It's just if you're gonna be around Day, then I might be around. And I just want you to know what you're getting into. So yeah, maybe I'll see you at the lake. It'll be fun. Yeah. Fun. Hard differentiating the voices here for some of them. I was on my way home, still very confused about everything that just happened. I can't believe how wild that first day was. I mean, people talk to me, wicked cool people. And the plan. God, this morning when I made that plan, I had no idea that it worked so flawlessly. Okay, so maybe not totally flawless in execution, but I've got time to really perfect my strategy. By the time I get to the lake, I'll have it mastered. That's when it all hit me. I'm going to some kind of party. With people I just met. I might have fooled them into thinking that I'm cool for 5 minutes, but now? Who knows how long we'll be at the lake? But I have to go. They're expecting me. I was so afraid of the idea that I'd get there and blank or embarrass myself somehow. I started having a mini panic attack in the car ride home. Okay, so gotta think of something else. Gotta calm down. Look in the rearview mirror. That always works. They say you should be checking your rearview mirror every like 30 seconds or something, but for like quick bursts. I'm more into checking every 3 minutes or so, but I give it a good stare. Helps me calm down. I sometimes get lost in it. I like seeing the road being put behind me. It's oddly therapeutic. This sounds like a bad idea. Goodbye, old road. Sorry for driving on you. Maybe this time I looked a bit too long. Whoa, holy shit, what are you? You recognize him? Taylor? Stella? Oh god. The backgrounds, the backdrops are too much. I can't. Oh, I love it. Okay. Alright. I couldn't believe it. I hit him. I hit my old camp friend Taylor Talltoe. Taylor Talltoe. Okay. So he's like a Bigfoot cryptid. Alright. I was in shock. I mean, I knew I'd probably see him around or some point, but not like that. There were a million things I probably should have been thinking about, like how to explain why I stopped writing to him. What was he doing out here? Why wasn't he at school? But all I could think about was how much he had changed. Hey. This girl really likes... She likes it weird, not gonna lie. He was tall, but now he was grown. Like a lot. He wasn't the skinny boy I remembered. He was something else now. I found myself looking deep into his piercing blue eyes. I could feel a mysterious sadness in them. Stella? Sorry. Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital or something? Yeah, no, I'm good. Just a bruised shoulder. I just need to chill for a second. I can't believe I hit you with my truck. Taylor, I'm the worst. I'm so bad at driving. I could have killed you. Well, you didn't. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I get hit by trucks all the time. How is that supposed to make me feel better? Sorry, it just kind of comes with the territory of being a Bigfoot and everything. We're too stealthy for our own good. Taylor always had a pretty good sense of humor when it came to being a Bigfoot. When I first met him and his family at their camp, I was like 5 years old. I was just so excited that magical creatures like him existed. I'd go home and tell everyone about how my best friend at summer camp was a Bigfoot boy my age. Maybe that was the start of people thinking I was bizarre. Okay, you can stop lying now. No, really. I even developed a pretty effective technique. The trick is to hop out at the last second and really put your shoulder into it. It helps to be tall, though. That way you have a high center of gravity and can make it over the front grille. Are you being serious? If anything, you were actually in more danger than I was. Last couple of times someone hit me with a truck, I ended up going right through the glass. What? I've made it through, like, 3 fatal accidents. I turned the driver's bodies into mulch. Hides the evidence, and it's good for local ferns. Taylor, you did not. True story. Uh-huh. So I'm standing next to someone who's hidden several bodies? Oh, dang it. So, yeah. You're totally making this up to make me feel better. Maybe I am. Is it working? Well, when I was hoping I'd run into my friend from camp, I didn't mean literally. You know, like with my truck. Well, at least I know we are still friends. Taylor, you kind of moved away to the city and I stopped hearing from you and, well, I kind of thought, Taylor, I'm sorry. It's just, I... Taylor, it's just that... I don't even like this answer. I don't like that I picked this answer, but I didn't really like any of the answers. The words just weren't coming. Stella, it's okay. It's just... Well, it's just good to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you again, too. So... Well, I gotta go. What? So soon? Hey, now that you're back in town, we will probably see each other around. If not, maybe you'll run into me in another 4 years. Wait, Taylor. I couldn't let him leave so soon. Not like that. Will you come to the lake with me? Stella, Wait, did you say the lake? Yeah. Are you sure you meant the lake and not like a lake? The lake, I think. A raptor named Robert asked me if I wanted to go. Robert Raptorson? Yeah. Weird. And I'm supposed to pick up a Fae girl named Day on the way there? Huh. What? Stella, what do you think happens at the lake? I don't know. Can I be totally honest with you? Please? I have no idea. I've never been invited to anything, and I have so many questions. Do I need to RSVP? Should I dress casual, semi-formal, or formal? Should I bring a present? Maybe some kind of cheese? Is there a secret handshake? Help me, Taylor. I don't know anything. Look, the lake is just a place where burnouts and losers hang out, drink, and smoke weed. Like a wild 24/7 party? No. More like a 5 or 6 people sitting around talking about bullshit. Oh. Yeah, it's not really Robert or Day's scene. It's kind of throwing me off. What do you mean? Well, Robert usually hangs out with his jock friends in the parking lot of the Loveland Frogs Diner. And Day's just... Well, she doesn't really hang out. I always figured she was too busy studying and doing shit for extra credit. As if Ingrid isn't hovering around her. Oh. And speaking of people whose scene this is most definitely not, are you sure you're ready for this, Stella? I'm not sure how I feel about Taylor yet, but he at least has given it to us straight about what this place is and what's going on. This is bad. I can't go through with this. Who am I kidding? I got a toy horse on my dashboard, for God's sake. I'm not ready for this. They're gonna take one look at me and be like, this girl has a nightlight in her room. We can't be friends with her. Stella, relax. I've been to these things before. You will be fine. You've been to the lake before? Yes. What? Nothing. Oh, no. Just be nice. Taylor? Yes? Taylor, old buddy? Yes? Taylor, dearest friend? Alright, that's a little You ghost him for like 4 years. I don't like you using that, Missy. I don't like that one bit. Yeah, even his fucking look is just like, excuse me? What? What do you say? Can I ask you, like, a little favor? Like, just a teensy weensy baby favor? Do you have a microscope? Because you're gonna need it to see this tiny little speck of a favor. What? As if I don't already know? Is this nanomolecular favor you speak of? Taylor? Yes. Will you please come to the will you please come to the lake with me? The thing is, right. I don't really want to. Please? Oof. Pretty please? Nope. Pretty please with a cherry on top? Absolutely not. Pretty please with a banana sundae and a cherry on top? This is the worst. Mind you, we're asking this favor after we just hit him with our car. We hit Taylor with a car. Pretty please with... Fine, I'll go. Just please stop that now. Thanks, Taylor. I promise we won't stay too long. It really means a lot having you there. Will you need a ride? No, it's okay. I know where it is. Here, you can reach me here, if you need to. That was 3 numbers at that point. I remember thinking, does everyone in Ladle just hand out their number out like this? Oh, thanks. We've been collecting cards or phone numbers like they're infinity stones at this point. After school was finally over. I was sitting watching TV, but really out the corner of my eye, I was watching the flashing light of the answering machine. I was nervous to find out if there were any messages for me on there. Hope you have a good day at school. I'll be late as usual. Maybe pick up Grandma's stuff when I get home. Just get to the messages. Message 1. Hello, Mr. Starosa. This is Ian. We are looking for someone to pull a late shift at the observatory tonight. Message 2. Hey, it's Taylor. I'll see you later. So I guess this call is kind of pointless. I'm gonna go now. Message 3. Hey Stella, it's me, Day. I know you were kind of nervous about going to the lake. If you want to talk or something before we go, you can call me. If not, I'll see you when you pick me up, okay? Bye. Message 4. Stella, it's Robert. I'm holed up in my house. The Dino Secret Service are here, and I think they're about to kick in my door. Oh, no. Stella, I need your help. Please call me. Alright, sweet. So, like, call me or I'll see you at the lake later. Oh no, here they come. I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. You'll never take me alive! I couldn't believe it. Taylor, Day, and Robert all called me. I knew this call would be too important to risk my dad walking in on it. So I had to take the call on my own private line upstairs in my room. Okay, upstairs. My desk was covered with things when I first moved in. It took me a week or so to organize it with my important documents. Okay, whatever documents those are. Between homework, dinner, and getting ready for the lake, I knew I only had a few precious minutes to take that call. So that meant I could only call one person. Also, I knew that after this phone call, I'd be flying so high from the eagerness of it. I need a full hour to come back down to Earth, and I wouldn't be able to do anything else. Was I really ready to make the call? Yeah? Alright. Day's cool. Just chill. Taylor. I don't know how I feel about Taylor yet, but Robert. Hello, you reached the residence of the late, great Robert Raptorson. Unfortunately, earlier today, he died in a gunfight with the Dino Secret Service. His only crime was being too awesome for this world. Robert? I told you, he's gone. He didn't go quietly, though. He put up a really amazing fight. He did all sorts of sick gun moves, like jumping in slow motion and shooting 2 guns at once. They had to shoot him like 100 times. And even though he was bleeding out, he still gave an emotional dying speech. What did he say? He said, "Remember the goofy navel." The what? The goofy navel. It was the most impressive skateboard stunt. As a dinosaur, his legacy was important to him, so he wanted people to remember him doing what he loved, which was skateboard stunts. That's so sad. He was so young. And good looking. Did he have any regrets? Yeah. He said he met a girl at school today. He said, "I really hope I don't die today in some sort of gunfight because I really want to get to know this girl I just met." These two hitting it right off. Ridiculously so, I would say. We can only hope that he faked his death. He's done that before, you know. Some people say he's immortal. Robert, about this whole worthy thing? Stella. You know what makes life worth living? Anticipation and surprise. I'm more into safety and routine. Come on, being comfortable is fine for a while, but it gets boring. Everyone needs a little adventure in their lives. I like Robert. Okay. See you at the lake. I thought you were dead. Pranked you. I'm not. See you tonight. Bye. Okay. I like Robert. Otherwise, like, totally, he's questionable. He's suspicious, and these are some flags, maybe. After the phone call, I went to pick up Day, and we headed to the lake together. Is this everybody? Did I bring most of the people here? Okay. I was feeling okay on the car ride over, but then as soon as we got there, I was so nervous. I had to pull Day aside. There's so many people here. There's like 5 people here. I know, right? So many. Oh my god, this is social anxiety. I've never been to a party before. If this is a party, it's the saddest little party in history. But they're drinking. Underage. We're such nerds. Oh my god, we're such nerds. We could get arrested. There's like only one cop in town, and he used to hang out here after work to get drunk right up until he got his girlfriend pregnant. So yeah, you're not gonna get busted. But I'm pretty sure that one guy is definitely smoking pot. Pot? Cool, yeah. I've totally done that. Man, I remember my first time trying to look cool. It wasn't in high school. It was like years after high school. It was like community college era. Man, I thought yeah, this would be a cool thing to try. Now that I'm like young 20 or something, and I just wanted to get like this cute little thing to just like try. I didn't do it right either. I ingested it. I didn't like inhale it. I didn't know what I was doing. Really? For sure. Cool. Me too. Neither of these have smoked pot. Neither of these two have smoked any weed. They have never had any sticky icky, no ganja, no tea, nothing. Really? Totally. I love to smoke all the weed. Oh my god, they're such liars. Yeah, it's so fun when you breathe it in through the doobie and you're just like, high? So high. Right? And then you get all weird and trippy because you can't see because of all the smoke. Sure. That's why you fall over and stuff. Yeah. You haven't done it. Not even a little. Okay, thank God, me neither. And I don't really feel like trying it here. Me neither. Okay, cool. So I won't be the only dweeb not getting high. I still don't buy it that you're a dweeb, even if you haven't smoked pot. Well, it's true. I just feel like I spent the first 3 years of high school watching everyone else have fun, when everyone else was out partying and skipping class. I was just doing my own thing, I guess. What is your thing? Honestly, all I really do is study and occasionally draw nothing comics and stuff. Wow, you know how to draw? That's pretty cool. Nah, can I see it sometime? Yeah, maybe. Uh, anyways, why don't we go say hi to everyone? We are one of 5 people here. Oh, 6. So this one must be the dealer on the far right. Hey everyone. And she has arrived. We got the new girl Stella here with... Whoa! Is that Day or do my raptor eyes deceive me? Yeah, it's me. Rad. Hi everybody. I felt like everyone was expecting me to say something, so I tried to introduce myself. I'm Stella. You know what? I think we're better off being funny, or at least trying to be right now. I, uh, um... Alright, Brandon, don't judge me. I was freezing up badly. It was like my worst nightmare, but it was real. I felt like everyone's eyes were burning through me, seeing me for what I really was. A loser. I had to try again, though. I still had a chance. Anything. Yes? Uh-oh, choke. He was right. I was totally choking. It was just like every time I had to meet new people, I'd get so worried that I was going to say something uncool. That when I'd actually try to say something, I'd have nothing to say because I was too busy thinking about how I'd sound super uncool. All I could think was, no, 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 not again. Not in front of the coolest people in Ladle. Hey, everyone. Remember that one time I did a keg stand for a solid 2 minutes? Ugh, how can I forget? Dude, you were like blackout. It was pretty weak. Not even. I was still killing it for like hours. I know, because afterwards we broke into the Ladle Community Rec Pool, and I remember totally jackknifing off the high board. That's so not how it happened. We got as far as the fence, and you passed out on the deck. Stacy and I had to drag you back home. Oh man, yeah. I guess that's what happened. Wow, that sounds really wild. Yeah, like batshit. I don't know what I would have done without Robert then. Probably run into the woods in embarrassment. So, Stella, consider your tour officially over. I hope you've enjoyed it. What? On behalf of the student body of Ladle High, I would like to say, welcome to Ladle. Thanks. Does every tour of the school end in a party like this? Stella, remember, we talked about this. You need at least 10 people for it to qualify as a party. I don't know. This feels pretty party-like to me. That's because you've never been to... Time froze for a second. I had to stop Taylor from telling everyone that I'd never been to a real party. No. Tourist. We're not gonna try to sound high right now. Touristing. I've never visited strange lands before. So, I'm bad at it. I assumed country parties were small, and that's because I'm just not used to going to new places. You know, the whole culture shock thing. Everyone's just looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot. Deep stuff. The culture of Ladle can be a complicated beast. I'll give you that. Listen, sorry everybody, I tried to get as many people here as I could, but... well, they flaked or something. They bailed on you. Ouch. It hurts, but I respect your honesty, dude. You asked them to come to the lake. Did you really expect them to come here when you know it's not their spot? I thought I still had some sway over the team, but I don't understand why you wanted to come here. I just wanted to change it up, I guess. Well, it looks like your friends didn't. Okay, this has been a fairly painful conversation, but... where are my manners? Stella, this is Jessica, my partner in crime. Partner in crime? Really, Robert? And my good friend, your dealer, my buddy, Brandon. He's Ladle's best purveyor of illicit substances. It wouldn't be a not party without him giving us his ganja and his mom's homemade beer. Selling my ganja. You still owe me money, by the way. You need anything, let him know. For money. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though. And it seems like you already know Taylor. But did you know that Brandon and Taylor are in a band together? What? Really? That's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I play drums and Taylor plays guitar and gets beast mode on the vocals. You sing? Taylor, why didn't you tell me you were in a band? Well, you didn't talk to him for like 4 years. Jeez. Taylor? I'm out. What? Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Taylor, wait. What's going on, you two? Wait. Where are you going? I'm just gonna take off. But why? Look, you don't need me here. Yes, I do. Taylor, what's going on? Really? I'm not good at being the center of attention. What do you mean? You're in a band. You must have been on stage before. We've never played live. Oh. Well, if you ever want an audience of one, I'd love to hear you play. I promise I won't boo. You wouldn't like it. It's really grungy. Taylor, I need you here. Okay. I guess I'll stick around a little longer. I don't like how we're speaking to Taylor. Not that I feel like any specific way with him, but hey, there you guys are. Everything okay? Yeah. Good. Come on, Stella. Beer time. What? Let's get you a beer. Taylor, don't leave without me, okay? No promises. Taylor. All right. Don't be pushing this, Robert. Don't be pushing it so much. If the girl said no, she says no. I get that it's 97, but that still means something. Man, last time I had this homebrew, I was annihilated. Annihilated? I was so hungover, I barely made it into practice the next day. Coach was pissed. He was all, Robert, if I hear you getting drunk while you're on my team, I'll blah, 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 and you blah you off. Team so blah, blah, blah. Wow. Sounds pretty serious. Yeah, that's not a problem anymore, though. Why? What happened? I've just moved on to other things. You know, pranks, poetry, skateboarding. Okay, so I think I'm starting to understand a little bit of the gist with Robert. Cool shit like that. Do you say poetry? Oh, did I? I mean, it's just a hobby. I don't take it as seriously as skateboarding. That's where I get really expressive with some my 6 stunts. Oh, like your favorite stunt. The Goofy Navel. New poem. Oh, we might need to check that out later. You know it. I pretty much invented that stunt. As far as I know, I'm like the only one that can actually do it. Wow. It was actually inspired by a snowboarding trick. Getting it to work on a skateboard is one of my proudest achievements. I actually wrote a thing about it. A poem? Sort of. It's like a way of expressing what the stunt meant to me and the feeling I get when I do it through rhythm. So, like a poem. Yeah, I guess. Can I read it? Okay. But don't tell anyone, okay? Of course. Well, let's get you that beer now. Here you go. Actually... Psych! What, did you forget? You have to prove you're worthy to drink this homemade brew. This will be fun, don't worry. Oh, peer pressure. Here at the lake, there is a rule and only one single rule. Everyone who wishes to drink the ale of Brandon's mom must prove their worthiness. I'm throwing out the gauntlet. My challenge to you, Stella, and to you, Taylor and Day, you all have to prove you are worthy. Really, Robert? This again? Come on, Jess, this will be fun. It's a nice way for everyone to get to know each other. What exactly is this challenge? I want to know, what is the worst thing you have ever done? Your story shall be judged by me, Sir Robert of the Rail, and my fellow knight Sir Brandon of Greenleaf. What's going on, man? Who's doing what now? Okay, just me then. Your prize, if I deem your story worthy, is that you will be welcomed into the Order of the Knights of the Lake, and that your cuppeth will overfloweth with the sweet nectar of Brandon's mom's homebrewed beer. And by cuppeth, I mean you gotta drink from a bottle. Regrettably, we hath no cuppeth. The worst thing we've ever done? It's probably pretty obvious, but just in case you didn't already guess, I hadn't done anything bad or wrong since I flushed my dad's wallet down the toilet when I was 3. Let's play this cool, Stella. Prepare to believe the unbelievable. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, beer's tempting, but... Taylor, my man, I know the beer is shitty. I'm working on it. But I think more important than the beer, than the physical beer, is what I'm offering to you. On the metaphysical plane, dude. Here in the sacred meeting grounds of the lake, as the great breakneck George bears witness to this meeting of the minds. I want to extend a claw of friendship to you, but I need you to meet me halfway. Share your darkest secrets with his humble raptorness. So, I'll sweeten the pot. I'll tell you something I've never told a soul. Taylor, I'm so curious about your story. I want to know more about you. We all do, Taylor. Okay, I'll tell you. But I was pretty pissed off when I did this, so keep that in mind, I guess. Sometime last year, there was this construction company that came into Lidl, and they just had no business doing what they were doing, so I snuck into the job site, and I drove a bulldozer through the foreman's office. Dude. It was at night, and I knew somebody was in there. Nobody was hurt, but I get it. Seems kind of wild now. But at the time, I was just so angry. I don't even remember making the decision to do it. I just remember the feeling of righteousness when the portable office collapsed. Then when it was over, I couldn't believe what I'd done. I just bolted. I don't think I've ever run that fast in my life. Somehow I got away with it. They must have chalked it up to malfunctioning gear or something. And that's the worst thing I ever did. The end. Are you okay, Taylor? Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, nobody got hurt. Right. Taylor, I don't think there's anybody, human, cryptid, dino, or great power on this earth. No god up in the sky, or fucking scientist in a lab, doing laser math equations, that could deny your worthiness. Taylor, thou art worthy. Thanks, I guess. Day? What about you? I'm not sure if I really want to do this. Wait, so you've done bad things? Well, yeah, of course, everyone has, right? Trying to gulp in the mic again. Well, okay, you guys remember that I used to do the morning announcements? Yeah. No offense. They were kind of dorky. The ladle high good morning gab. Shut up, you guys. One day, well, okay, I was having a pretty shitty day, and I kind of let loose over the school PA system. I remember. You started the whole thing with, "Welcome to another mediocre day at our dead-end school." Oh yeah, Andy said something like, "We're all doomed to haunt the halls of this crusty school until we die." Yeah, well, like I said, I was having a shitty day, week. your life. I still remember Vice Principal Jacobs banging on the door and trying to force me to open. Wait, aren't the announcements done in his office? Yeah, I locked him out of his own office. Impressive. He didn't seem to think so. I ended up getting detention for like 3 months. Honestly, I'm surprised you weren't suspended. Or expelled. Me too, actually. They said something about it being my first offense or whatever. I'm pretty sure they didn't want to expel one of the school's like 3 honor students, I guess. But that's it. That's the worst thing I've ever done. I think I remember that day. Wasn't that the day that... Let's not go into that. Boo. Ah! Hey, everybody. I'm pretty sure that right after school... What are you guys talking about? I think we were talking about... That I got detention. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yep. Day. That announcement was legendary. There is no question thou art definitely worthy. Announcement? Hey, let's move on to you, Stella. Okay, so these two had something that she doesn't want to tell, that Day doesn't want to tell Ingrid about, and Ingrid doesn't seem to be aware or remember. How could we forget about Stella? You lived in the city, right? Bet you have some hella wicked stories to tell. Ah, the truth is, I had never done anything bad in my entire life. But I didn't tell the truth that day. I wanted to fit in so bad that I made up a lie on the spot. I tried my hardest to come up with something really wild, but also cool and believable. One time, I got into big trouble for doing something, and I got detention. What happened? This one just sounds lame. But we'll do it. I got in trouble for returning a late library book. Why would you get in detention for that? The librarian was a real stickler. You could only take this book out for 5 minutes. Okay, that book is shit now. What book was it? Yep, we'll go with that one. We can salvage this. It was The Librarian's Diary. Why was The Librarian's Diary in the system? It actually wasn't in the system. That's why we had a 5-minute window to steal it. And I was too late to return it before he noticed. So, let me get this straight. You went to detention because you stole the librarian's diary? Yep. I don't believe it. Yeah, neither do I. Oh boy. Stella, I cannot believe that this girl did that. That is absolutely a gloves off punch to the face. You're freaking kidding, right? Kidding? Do you think it is a joke? To be worthy? I can't believe you're doing this. I'm worthy? Oh, you are worthy, alright. I'm worthy? And as such, I dub these sticky fingers. You are pretty goddamn worthy. How does it feel? I'm actually a little surprised. We all are. Surprise! You're worthy. But now, I want to tell you. I want to tell all of you. A legend of the 20 gym socks. I had a confession. Last year. I didn't wash a single pair of gym socks. Not once. Ugh. What? I know. Gross, right? 10 pairs of socks, 20 single socks. Worn till they were so disgusting they could bring tears to your eyes. He has talent. He doesn't wear shoes. Why does he have gym socks? Besides the point. But I went further. I took those disgusting socks and I packed them all into a Ziploc bag so they could stew in their juices. Oh, hey, Cinder, yeah. We're doing a little bit of a visual novel to kind of get into the romantic season for the next week. I took those disgusting socks and I packed them all into a Ziploc bag so they could stew in their juices. But that wasn't enough. Not for this raptor. I added an onion, a sardine, and a sprinkle coriander? Is that how you say that? To that bag. And then I left it in the sun for 10 days. This bag was inflated from the stink that was fighting to get out. Oh God. Why, you ask? What possible purpose could a dinosaur have for this bag of putrid stench? Well, I hope you have a good... Thank you, Sender. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day. I'll tell you. The most worthy of all pursuits, of course. A prank. I hid all 20 socks in different locations in the school to further stew throughout the summer. You are sick. Sick like a fox. Whenever any of you walk through the halls this year and catch a whiff of something so foul, you want to barf. You want to know who to blame. You have been pranked. The pranktor strikes again. You're welcome. Hot and had an hour-ish sleep and now I'm... Oh, God, Sender, I'm sorry. I hope you get more sleep after. I hope you warm up soon. I'm actually kind of chilly myself. Probably not nearly as cold as you, but I hope you get by. That's really something. Robert. Thank you. I put one in the principal's mailbox. I put one in the boiler room. But the wildest hiding place was when I climbed up the flagpole and switched one for the school flag. You climbed up the 10-foot pole on the roof for a prank? Guilty as charged. Wow. Wild. Are you kidding? That is wild. I also think it's wild. I can't believe you did that. I know. Think of the principal's face when he... That's not what I meant, and you know it. Come on, just lighten up. How am I supposed to do that when you were doing something that thoughtless? It's like nothing I ever say gets through to you. Are these two dating? Are they a thing? Is this an item? Let's not do this right now. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm going home now. See you, Sender. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Good luck with work. Have fun with your new friends. Really glad that they all passed your test. Wow. Talk about a buzzkill. It's all good, man. She's just messing around. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take my leave too. Guess I'll see you guys around. Are you still on for practice tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, should be. Should be. What time? I don't know, man. Afternoon, evening. Just run through our set without me. I'll probably drop in sometime. You know how it is. I guess. Damn, Robert's just lonely. His team friends bailed on him. His current friends bailing on him. Alright, well, Ingrid and I are probably gonna head out too. Ingrid? She disappeared again, didn't she? Yep. Not a single word to be said. Uh, does anyone need a ride home? Taylor looks so fucking cramped back there. Nothing. Nothing to say. Hanging out at the lake hadn't really gone the way I thought it would. I didn't get to follow through on my plans at all. Everything happened so fast, and before I knew it, it was over, and we were driving home. I remember wondering, had I made a good impression? Was that what it was like to hang out? It seemed like everyone in the car was feeling pretty down. I wanted to break the silence and brighten the mood. So I thought maybe I could finally pull off some sex symbol like moves by. Oh god. Oh god, why did I take this route? These are all terrible options. Okay, maybe we'll bother Taylor for a moment with this. Oh no, my luscious locks are so free and untamed in this beautiful country air. Unfortunately, I was so busy thinking about how to be a sex symbol that I didn't realize the windows weren't open. Oh my god, you dumb idiot. You roll it down first, you dumb bitch. I mean, what was I doing? I didn't know the first thing about being sexy. That was it. I couldn't fool myself anymore. Are we done? Are we done doing that? Can we please be done doing that now? I wasn't going to convince anyone I was a sex symbol. Good. I couldn't even convince myself. I was starting to panic as I realized just how badly I'd failed at achieving my goal. Are you okay, Stella? The truck started to feel tiny. Stella? My breathing became heavy. Sticky fingers? I could only vaguely hear muffled voices calling my name. Just give her a minute. The car got quiet, and my breathing calmed down slowly. Eventually, I felt like I could say something. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's all good. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. What a day, huh? Yeah, I never imagined that I'd be riding in a truck with Day Lily, Stella Starosta, and Robert Raptorson. You're definitely not the most social guy at school. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do you mean? You're always just hanging out in the halls alone with your guitar. And that's if you're even at school at all. Okay, what about you? What about me? It's just not like you to go to the lake on a school night, that's all. I'm not a total goody two shoes, you know. I'm sorry, Dave, but Taylor's got a point. You're like the last person I expected to see tonight. Okay, but it's not exactly like you're a frequenter of the lake either. True, I can't deny that. Mm, yeah, what's it normally like? What made tonight different then? What do you mean, Stella? I mean, it sounds like all three of you did something you wouldn't normally do tonight. So what changed? I don't know. Lots of stuff. Nothing. Yeah. Well, I've got a pretty easy answer. You, Stella. What? You invited me to the lake. That's right. You invited me too. Nice one, Sticky Fingers. I knew when I saw you that you'd come through. Look, obviously, we all got a bit carried away. Let's start over. I'll go first. I'm Robert Raptorson. I'm class representative. I ran unopposed, but damn it if that wasn't the best unopposed campaign ever run. I remember that. You were relentless. I thought for sure you had an opponent. Nope. Then why campaign? Taylor, that's like asking why breathe when you could die. What? I like I like Robert so far, for the most part. Or like, why eat or sleep? Or why snowboard? Okay, I get it. Good, cause you're next. What? I'm Taylor Talto, and you fill in the rest. I'm Taylor Talto, and I'm good, thanks. Boo. Yeah, come on, play along, man. What? You all know everything there is to know. I'm in a band, keep to myself, mostly. The end. Okay, I'll go. I'm Daylily, and I can't wait to get the hell out of Ladle. What? Really? Yeah, as soon as we graduate, I'm so out of here. Where would you go? I don't know. Anywhere that will have me, I guess. But I really want to go to college. I guess I never thought about leaving, because, me, Bigfoot. Yeah, I've got a similar problem. Well, that highway expansion they're building might just. I don't know. It's just. Maybe Ladle won't be the perfect hiding spot anymore, anyways. Maybe. Okay, Stella's turn. I took a deep breath and went for it. I'm Stella Starosta, and I'm. This is probably one of the least terrible answers we could use. I'm not a sex symbol. No matter how hard I try, that's just not me. And honestly, now that I think about it, it seems kind of wild to me that I thought I could be a sex symbol. Is that what that was all about earlier? Yeah, that explains it. You're right. You're not a sex symbol. Ouch. You're sticky fingers. Still could be sexual. The rest of the car ride was a blast. All the tension just faded away. You probably would think this is the boring part. All I did was drive them home one by one, right? But something amazing happened. It might seem like hardly anything to you, Doctor, but at the same time, it was a very big deal for me. It happened when I dropped the last person off, who was. Yeah, I think we're gonna drop off Robert last. I think I remember the title of the game, so I get what we're doing here. That was quite a night, huh, Sticky Fingers? I'm sorry. Not very good around people. I feel like everyone left because of me. What are you talking about? You're a lot of fun. People are drawn to you. You have a cool energy that brings cool people together. I feel like you really get me, Stella. Not a lot of people do. You are pretty special. I can tell. Thanks, but I'm pretty boring. You are anything but boring. I mean, for one thing, you are a total babe. Excuse me, sir? Excuse my tits? What did you just say to me? Hey, would it be cool if I gave you a little goodnight hug? Are we in a relationship or not, Robert? Are you in a relationship? Are you with Jessica? You say partner in crime. I need to know. I need answers. I need straight answers right goddamn now. Yeah? Cool. He moves so quickly, with such purpose. Like, he never wasted any energy. Just bam! I was in his arms. He was so unnaturally strong, pure muscle. His skin was smooth like leather. Don't you mean like scales? He was built like an apex predator, but I didn't expect him to be so gentle. He pulled me in, and though I could feel his sharp claws against my back, I felt safe, like he was in control. He smelled like wild and untamable, like a thunderstorm. That's poetry now. When we pulled away, my legs were weak, and I was worried I was gonna fall over. I'm glad I met you, Sticky Fingers. Me too. See you at school tomorrow? Yeah. Night, Stella. You too. Back to the bedroom. As I drove home alone in my car, I felt like I was worthy to be loved, find love, be a part of something. I don't know. All I know is at that moment, I could tell that it's gonna be a good year. Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. Episode 2. Alright. It has been nearly 2 hours, and it is 11:12. I think that this is a good point for calling it on Raptor. And I don't know if I'll be hopping over to anything else. If I do, we're going to be right back. But otherwise, if I don't catch you guys in a bit, if you don't see me coming back here, I just want to say thank you for stopping in. Very much appreciated. And let me see about what we can change over to. So, I'll be right back, and I'll be talking to you guys in just a minute. Let's give ourselves a little save here. Save, back. Alright. Thank you guys. We'll be back.